Blackout back. And we need to talk about this Rajay situation.
Bravo 6, going.
Blackout.
So, we got QG here, as always. The only QG. And you got Blackout Bap right beside me this time. We got a new setup. But this situation with Rajay, which is who is it? Rampage Jackson's son. It's been storming the internet. It's everywhere. We can't run away from it now. It's like it damn near on the news now. It's almost too much. So a lot of wrestlers had a lot of takes over the past week since this situation has happened. And whether it's been blasphemous takes or whether it's been good takes, we're going to listen to it, and we're going to tell you some takes because John Bapp has did his research, and he's here to tell me a lot of things. So I don't know some takes, so we're going to see it. All right, John.
So, of all people, the world's strongest man, former Olympic powerlifter, arguably one of the strongest men in the world, Mark Henry, WWE Hall of Famer, said that he said he couldn't fight.
Crazy.
That's okay. That's the dumbest take I've heard about this. The dumbest. Because wrestling is not a fight. It's not a combat sport. The professional wrestling business, it's an art form. It's sports entertainment. That's why Vince McMahon called it that. Sports entertainment, QG. It is not boxing. It is not kickboxing.
And he was talking about Sicko.
It's what it is. Yeah, Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu. He was talking about him not fighting or can't fight.
Like, dude, he was slammed on the back of his head. He was out. The fight was over.
Jesus Christ. That's probably one of the worst.
Yeah.
Out of all it takes,
like,
bruh. You look discomfortable. You look like you. You look like you like what is this? I know you don't disagree.
No,
with
it's
this.
like
or agree.
Wait. You know I disagree with that.
Yeah, you definitely disagree.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
disagree too. I think the whole world disagrees.
That he can't fight.
This is bad, bro.
Like, this is Qui-Gon. This dude has been in the professional wrestling business for almost 30 years. How was this your takeaway from this situation?
I have no idea.
How? And let me just throw this in real fast. Back in the day, when people still thought that wrestling was, they thought it was a work. No, not when they thought it was a work. When they thought it was a shoot. I'm sorry, wrong term.
Mm-hmm.
When they thought it was real. Okay, when they thought it was a shoot. The person that held the belt really had to know how to handle their business in case somebody approached them, because this will happen all the time. In the NWA, there's a wrestler named Harley Race. He was known as one of the toughest wrestlers in the history of the wrestling business. People in the WWF, they knew him as King Harley Race, but he made his bones in the NWA, and he would be in so many bar fights because people would try to test him because they thought wrestling was a shoot. So back in the day, if you were a champ or a professional wrestler, you had to shoot. You had to know how to fight. For today's audience, for Mark Henry to say that, blasphemy.
Man, how many years ago was that?
50.
All right, I just wanted you to, just wanted that to be stated to the people that's listening right now. This is where his mind. This is where Mark Henry's mind is.
I'm gonna take it further, QG. I really think Mark Henry is covering because of basic stuff.
Skin.
Because Raja is black, Rampage is black. Because Mark Henry always got this stuff to say when racist stuff is brought up in wrestling. Like when Jim Cornette made his joke about I forgot the wrestler's name. I think it was Trevor Murdoch. About him being so tough that he could walk through Ethiopia with a bucket of chicken on his back and nobody like test him because he's so tough. I know what that means.
I know what it means too.
It's a joke about starvation. It's not a joke about skin color. But everybody sees it as, oh, well, Ethiopia, mostly black people over there. So Mark Henry's like, yeah, Jim Cornette should come out and apologize. Dude, it wasn't even racist. It was about starvation. So we know that
why would you put, you can argue.
Yeah, you definitely can. Yeah.
But no, I'm not with that. I'm actually Mark Henry with that one. Oh Jesus. But you know,
Right. I'm not saying right. I'm not saying Mark was right or wrong, but I'm saying like when it looked like it was something that was racist, he immediately jumped to the defense and came at a legend in the wrestling business, Jim Cornette. But now that the shoe is on the other foot, instead of defending the worker, Psycho Stu Smith, I mean, whether he's
ah,
known or not, now that do you get the
yeah,
parallel I'm making?
I
Now
get
he's
what you're saying.
not defending. Now he's not defending the wrestling business, and he's protecting Raja. Talk about we
Okay.
can't fight. Who
Okay,
can't fight?
so I disagree with that. Obviously, that's a terrible, tremendous, terrible take. Um, I think he's going with the skin too, and I just don't think that he's. Do you care that someone almost just got murdered? Like, and that's the thing. It doesn't. I don't care about. Yeah, okay, you can go into the details, but this isn't a fucking courtroom, my nigga. We're just going about morals.
Yes, Qui-Gon. Let me ask you a question. If somebody throws a rock, I mean like a small rock, if somebody throws a rock and it hits you in the head, do you have a right to throw a baseball at their head at 90 miles an hour?
No.
That's all Qui-Gon. That's the only thing this situation is about. It's about something called that RVD, talking about
Yes.
the Roger situation, is called proportionate response.
Yes.
Proportionate response.
Oh yes. Okay. So was that all from Mark Henry?
He probably said more, but I turned my brain off when he said the
Yeah,
camera.
we could just go to the next. We could just go to the next.
All right, so RVD was very. He gave so many details about the video itself and about the promotion itself,
Rob
which I
Van
really
Dam,
appreciated.
baby. Mm,
RVD.
mm.
All right. Iconic pose. But anyway,
Yes.
all right. So he does a podcast called One of a Kind, like his music. So of course he gave best wishes to Psycho Smith. He said he did not deserve what happened, and he said he had Raja's back, and that's where RVD caught a lot of heat. All right, and he said that RVD was like he said first because RVD is very very pacifistic. In other words, he's somebody that doesn't like to get into fights. You know, he's all into weed and like Buddhist meditation
Yeah,
and
because
stuff
I
like that.
remember real quick, a little story here. I remember he said that he had this incident with Chris Jericho, and I think he was supposed to. So Vince wanted him to like turn it up a notch because he was so cool, nonchalant, and Vince was like, man, we need him to go. We need some emotion out of him, and so it was a Chris Jericho was backstage, and while Chris Jericho was backstage, Vince told him, get some emotion out of him. So Chris Jericho went to RVD and he said, all right, man. He mentioned his wife and he mentioned him fucking his wife and sleeping with his
What?
wife. Yeah. And that was put up in it. But it was to give him motivation. Like, man, you better do it like I fucked your wife. So, so when he So when he even did it, so when he did his little splash or whatever, he put some umph in that shit. and, but even still, he was like, man, I still feel bad about it. He still feel because that's the type of person he is. He's not
Yeah,
a
right.
yeah exactly. So I just want to put that little story in there. Type of person he is.
I did not. I did not know that.
Vince McMahon.
And and side note, like Rob Van Dam's wife at the time had like cancer too.
Jesus
So
Christ. Oh my god, I didn't know that
yeah.
part. Holy shit.
So RVD said that he had Raja's back. He said that doesn't mean he's taking his side in the situation or excusing what happened. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Is it? I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in here too. I don't want Raja to go to jail for this. But if a court hearing happened, I would have no choice but to side with the prosecution because he did do something that could have led to the death of somebody.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm doing some of this, Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
I don't want this kid's life to be thrown away by going to prison. Black men should not be in prison. I'm gonna just say it like that, unless you commit a crime. All
Okay.
right. So if they can pardon him, if Stu Smith, hopefully he did recover. If he can say I don't want to press charges, I'm glad. Thank you. That's the only thing I got to say about that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So all right. So RVD said that. Now remember, RVD was a major pothead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A very good time.
But
Yes.
now he kind of called out my sentiments a little bit because I said, yo, if as soon as he got hit in the head with the beer can, I said Roger should have socked him. Yeah, I mean, because it's heat of the moment.
Absolutely.
Like that would have made more sense. But RVD said okay, what if when he would have punched Stu, what if when Roger would have punched him, Stu would have fell, hit the back of his head, and like swallowed some of his teeth. Now when he put it like that, I was like, yeah, like that is a little excessive. The collateral damage would have not justified being hit in the head with a can. Does that make sense? What RVD saying?
The fact that he wasn't I understand that. If we're hypothetically and he does
Right.
teeth he does swallow his teeth, absolutely it would be like, all right man, damn, you went a little bit too far. But it would be more justifiable than what happened.
Yes, because it's heat of the moment. But
Yes.
still, like this is why you got to have a calm and well balanced mind
Mm-hmm.
for stuff like this. And RVD said, he said, I've been a wrestler for I don't know how many years. He said, I have never been in a wrestling locker room or backstage where it was okay to hit somebody in the head with a can out of nowhere. So RVD is not justifying anybody here.
Yes.
He said, you don't just walk up to somebody and go, Pop, are you a worker?
We don't fucking do that.
What? Just met me, gonna hit me in the head with a can?
Yes.
Like, no, no. And then RVD said, RVD's voice kills me. He's like, dude, do I just walk up to another worker, just hit him in the head with a chair, like, bam, you're in the business? Like,
I can hear him
no, you
saying it
don't do
just
that.
like that too.
You're right.
Yeah, I agree. You don't just
And
walk up to you don't do that. That was dumb. That was dumb as fuck for what he did. That was you just don't do it, bro. You just don't do that.
and we had a heated conversation about that. And I'm like this, I'm telling the people that are like saying it's okay for Raja to do this, or they were justifying it. I'm like, yo, nobody said it was okay for them to get hit in the head with a can.
Nah,
You know
it's
what I
not
mean?
okay.
We didn't. He's like, you're excusing the fact. I was like, I'm not excusing the fact.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve to get hit in the head with a can. All right, now these are some major details. At the beginning of the video, Raja said before he even went to the show, he said that he was invited to a show by a friend of his. Okay, he
Mm-hmm.
said that he was having concussion symptoms before this happened, and he said that he had he had an upset stomach, which is a side effect of concussion symptoms. All right, so Raja was not at his best physically. Okay, so there's no way
It
on earth
didn't
he
look
should have been
like
in the
that.
show. Oh, I don't remember what he looked like.
It looked like he was
So
at his
for him,
peak physically.
it looked like it, but
Yeah.
that's what concussions are. This is what was affected. The brain is was what affected, but the rest
Uh-huh.
of his and he had an upset
And
stomach.
I heard his chat,
All right.
pretty much influenced him to go do it.
Oh,
Which
I
is
was going to get to that
crazy,
too, quite
which
now.
is
I
insane,
was.
right? Which is insane. But let me know when we don't just
I,
Rob Van Dam, because I got something to say about this.
oh no, get in.
So the police thing, with him going to jail. Um, if he does go to jail, I ain't mad. And the reason I wouldn't be mad is the fact of he did it, and if we're going to obey by the law and the way the law works, right? That nigga, he did the shit. He almost killed him. Like I can't go against. I can't be like, oh man, yeah, they trying to take a black brother down. That
I
man
can't
took
either.
took a man down. So I can't justify that. But I get Rob Van Dam, I understand. I understand. He basically just trying to say, man, I don't want to see him going to jail and fucking up his whole life and that be cooked. But that's
Right.
what happened when you make a fucking mistake. One mistake can cost you your whole
Absolutely.
fucking life. And that's when you grow up,
Right
and
on.
that's when you grow up and be a man, bro. This is adulthood. This is life. I just watched the movie. What was it? Fight Club. When you grow up, bro. When you grow up and when you become, it's that Brad Pitt speech, bro. They teach us all these things until we grow up. So you gotta. It don't matter what the trauma you go through, bro. It don't matter what. We don't give a fuck. Life does not care what the fuck you went through when you in this fucking real life social shit. They don't care. The system ain't gonna get no fuck. So he just got to know that and be better.
Right, and I'm glad you touched on it, Qui-Gon, because I've never been on Kick. All right, I shout out to Kick or whatever. I've never been on there, but they said that Raj is sitting in the front row and people are gaslighting him on this live stream. Like they really gaslight him. Like, are you a you're a cat? Because I don't like
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Like they're like, you ain't gonna do nothing. Like you got punked or you not. So he's being gaslit. His pride is wounded. You understand what I'm saying? Like he got hit in the head with a can and he didn't get his get back. As a man, I would feel that way too. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Well,
Now let's rewind. Let's rewind for a second.
mm-hmm.
I didn't see this part of the video, but he actually shook hands with Psycho Stu Smith. Raja did. Not the Samoan dude that's Rikishi's like cousin or something. That's saying oos the whole time. But I literally saw on Rob Van Dam's podcast the video of him shaking the bull's hand, and then they said, "Yeah, get your get back in the ring." That's when they inserted him into the match.
Yeah.
So it was not pre-planned, but they said, "Yeah, get your get back in the ring," and they said they'll pull you off. That's when you stop punching. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So he basically said, I'm gonna keep punching until they pull me off. Nobody pulled him off,
Bro.
and he just went to town. I'm not justifying it though, Qui-Gon. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying when you get more information,
Like that.
you realize, you know what I mean? Dude?
That's valuable
Like,
information.
I
Why didn't anybody
Yes.
pull him off?
exactly.
They were scared for their life.
No,
They didn't want to get hit.
no. All them wrestlers in that ring. Come on, man.
Yeah, but come on, bro. You can have, bro. You know how it is. It's one wolf and a lot of dogs, spawn dogs, and that wolf is tearing one of them dogs up, and all the dogs like, oh shit, and it took them a while to react. They saw that shit, bro. And it's not a lot of shit because wait till we get to the end. Wait till we get to that after what happens. And bro, let me tell you something. It's bad on both sides.
Oh, they both wrong.
Yeah,
both sides.
It's
That's why I'm not taking sides. Like, I'm not taking sides in this. I'm not like, oh yeah, Roger should have done it. I'm not saying that. Or Psycho should have hit him in the head with a can. No. I'm not taking anybody's side.
Okay, so is that Rob Van Dam's over with?
It was so much I had to cut it off there.
Okay. Is there any other wrestler?
No, Rob Van Dam just has so much content to it. You know what I'm saying? That I said, let's just get where RVD is in.
Okay, so I'll take it from here. So
All right.
the new information, right? Let's get to the beefy and the juicy information. So that everyone knows it now, but for the people that don't know, that promotion was Rikishi, the wrestler's promotion. And on top of that, it was the WWE. I forgot the wording for it, but WWE got wrestlers from there.
It was like a farming system?
Like a farming system. And they used WWE's name and brand to get people there, right?
That's almost like developmental.
Do you think they still got that?
They dropped that in a heartbeat. As soon as they heard it was attached to WWE, Triple H was like, pull the lever. He was crunching his ice. He spit the ice out on that one.
He's crunching
He
his
spit the
ice.
ice out on that one. I was like, get him out of here. No, cut ties.
Crunching that ice, Yep. Crunching the fucking ice. So, yes, they snatched that shit immediately, like you said. Like when two women fighting and one woman got a wig on. Snatched it immediately. So
Man.
that happened. You try to remember what else happened out of this. The wrestlers, everybody started reacting to it after. Oh, Matt Hardy had something to say about this John Bap. I listened to it yesterday, what he had to say. And Matt Hardy was kind of similar to actually no. I think he was more of balanced with his take. Like he was like, okay, we got to stop this bullshit. Basically what we was just talking about with 50 years ago, we thinking it's 50 years ago type shit. People fighting and all that.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's a new age.
Yeah.
We got to stop this type of hazing shit because back then this could happen. And people and this shit and oh my god. Ugh. So, yeah, basically Matt Hardy was just saying that he was saying, "Yes, I'm not on basically I'm not on we know what's wrong. We know who's wrong. We know what was wrong and what shouldn't have happened. But
Right.
you shouldn't also be hitting a man upside the head with a can, right? that don't know work and don't know none of that. So he's basically on that, right? So now John Bapp, right? They done heard our takes. We basically gave our takes, right? We can go off more and more and more. But let me add another bridge to this conversation, right? That goes
Another one.
that goes either down or up. So it turns out I don't know if this is true or not. So it's rumor. I just saw it, but it looked like from a pretty nice source that I looked at. I forgot the source, but it was a pretty nice source, and it was this: Raja is apparently getting booked for a wrestling event.
Wait.
I think it's in San Diego.
When?
Bro, it looked like I don't know when.
All right. Can I cut in?
But the fact that it's happening.
Qui-Gon, everybody and their grandma that has anything to do with wrestling saw this. You know the man has concussion symptoms. Why? Oh, I'm almost at a loss for words. Why would you book him this soon? Why this soon? Well, okay, let me answer your question, Juju.
Mhm.
If you were a wrestler, would you want to be in a segment with Raja Jackson right now?
No.
Okay, so a wrestler would not want to participate. If you were a fan, would you go to see him at an event, in a wrestling event?
Maybe. But it's not a yes. It's a maybe.
You want me to ask the question again? Do you want me to ask the question again?
I mean, you're asking me, bro. You gotta realize what you
Okay,
asking.
so okay, that's
Not the
I'm
typical
pressing you.
fan. Not a typical fan.
Whoa.
No.
Wait, no. I'm gonna ask you because okay, I'm gonna ask you these questions first.
Absolutely.
Do you appreciate the wrestling? Do you appreciate the wrestling business?
Absolutely.
Do you understand the workings of the wrestling business?
Yes.
Would you want to see Raja Jackson in the wrestling business? Would you go to pay money to an event to attend an event that he's at?
It can be worked. But not now.
So your answer is what? Not now?
Too
Yes
soon.
or no? What is it? Yes or no?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Which one? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now listen, Qui-Gon, I'm with you. Let him recover. Let the bad press like die down. Then go to a wrestling school and really learn how to work.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to blackball this young boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's more police. I don't want to blackball him. Like, get in the business. Like, dude. Okay, that's. I ain't even gonna go there. Go ahead.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust this man in the ring right now. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It could happen again, and what if a wrestler does the same shit and tries to do the same shit? He's probably going to go off again because we seen.
Okay, be quiet. But you know the wrestlers aren't going to test him again. You know that's quiet.
Bro, out of
You know what I mean?
every sport that's out there, the two dumbest when it comes to just logical thinking, right, is the men outside of football when they're with their woman in their house, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about, and 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 also indie wrestlers.
I gotta put. I'm sorry. I gotta put those European soccer fans ahead of indie
European
wrestlers.
soccer fans.
They kill people at soccer events. People get trampled to
Oh
death
my
and they die
God.
outside of soccer events. I gotta
Okay.
put soccer up there.
Okay. So I'm just talking about the athletes.
Okay.
So I think
Right,
them the
right,
two.
right, right, right. The soccer
Yeah.
players aren't doing that. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Soccer
Soccer
players aren't
players
doing
aren't. But yeah. So yeah, bro. Final take. I don't think if he should have, and that's why I agree with Rob Van Dam. He should have just hit him right there, if anything, and shouldn't have let, or if Rob Van Dam said that or not, I don't know, but he kind of alluded to it. He should have just did it right there instead of letting the shit build up and going and do it. And let me tell you something, Rampage Jackson, you were on the phone with your son, and it's a clip of him on the phone with his son, and you had the chance to tell your son, are you really okay? And he was asking that, right? But he was also saying, I heard you got beat up by a lot of men in tights.
Wait, he said that?
Yes. So Rampage was listening to his chat. And Rampage was, I don't know why you're listening to your chat instead of listening to your son. I need to say that one more time. I don't know why you're listening to your chat instead of listening to your son. But we know what type of relationship they got because I've watched videos of them. They got the relationship of he hasn't been there for and all in his life, like in and out in his life. And now he's trying to be the dad that he wanted to be, which I think Rampage is a cool dude. I think Rampage is a nice dude. Just all, if I'm going off of his personality and what the fuck he do, yeah, seem like a cool dude, bro. Does some outrageous shit, but it seemed like a cool dude. A lot of people do a lot of outrageous shit. But from the aspect of a father, this is probably one of the biggest L's that you can take. Because now you have to go spend money and save his life and career if he don't press charges, because we still don't know.
Yeah, we don't. Like, I don't know if Stu has posted anything. Stu was the wrestler that got destroyed
Yeah.
because these indie wrestlers, like, they really like to. How do I say this, Clark? They really want to work all the time. So I could really picture him waking up and going, "Oh, that was nothing," just to keep the show
Absolutely.
like afloat. Like I
Absolutely.
can totally see him going. He's like, "Oh yeah, he
Don't.
hit me with a couple of pillows.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I just tripped. I slipped and fell." Like these are wrestlers. These are
Yeah.
workers. You know what I
Don't.
mean? So
Yeah.
that wouldn't surprise me. I honestly did not know about the relationship between Rampage and Raja
Uh,
because RVD alluded to it too. Go ahead.
yeah. A lot of people don't. That's why a lot of people just going out here. That's why when what you said was, once you learn more about the situation and you know more, and that's just life in general. When shit happens,
Mm-hmm.
it's always shit that you know how much shit we don't know.
Yeah.
Like if we learn more out of situations, our minds we will all be enlightened. And that's just the way life works, bro. The more you know, that's why learning more is we're gonna learn till we die. So like
Yes. Well, the smart people will. The
yeah,
smart
yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
continue.
That's why I just look up shit and do it. I mean, I was already into like they father dad little relationship streaming and shit because I thought it was funny, but it led to this, and this ain't funny. So
And that Qui-Gon, how much of that his like Raja wants to be accepted by his father?
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like how much of that played into
a lot,
that intermission, that interim between getting hit with the can and him jumping in the ring?
a lot,
So you
bro.
got people gaslighting you on kick on the stream. You just got hit in the head with a can unexpectedly. You didn't get any get back, and now you have the opportunity to get some payback in the ring.
Yeah,
This is all work, and it's like, what will Dad think of me if I get punked like this? Do you understand what I'm saying, Qui-Gon? Like so much stuff going on.
like think about it. If that man were to press charges, he will go to jail for 10 years.
Mm.
He's looking at a charge, bro. That's a charge you're facing. So
You would need like Vince McMahon's personal lawyer
Yeah.
to get out of that situation.
bro. So I guess the last question that we're gonna end with: is, John, do you feel like he should go to jail?
How do I answer that question without this getting involved?
No. Because you're black.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Like, nah, I ain't gonna front. It is, that is what it is.
Yeah, we don't front
It's
on
like, okay,
blackout,
let's look at
bro.
this. Yeah, blackout. I'm for black people, black fist. But so it's like when you hear the details that he was told, because he said, "When do I stop hitting him?" He said, "When do I stop punching him?" And the guy said, "When we pull you off of it."
Mm-hmm.
So if nobody, now I'm not excusing it, Qui-Gon, but when you factor in all these things, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just hit these niggas. Like maybe after the first two shots, people will pull me off. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? like I'm gonna get my receipt. Like, you got that one.
Yeah.
It's like, where is everybody? Like, where was the communication in that promotion?
Yeah.
Like, did everybody else know that, or did
Yeah.
somebody just tell Roger that? So to answer your question though, TG, should he go to jail? No, he should not go to jail. Does he deserve to go to jail? Yes, but should he? No.
Mm. And you said a key factor in there. Them guys told him. I mean, one guy told him. One guy with that fucking cowboy head, and he gonna be in the courtroom too. If it does go that far, if this would have went that far, he would have been in the courtroom with that cowboy hat. That told him. That told this man, "Hey, we're gonna pull you off. Once we feel like once them two shots land, we're gonna pull you off. Then that's gonna basically be your receipt." And another thing that's not being talked about. That guy actually, the guy that got slammed, a psycho. When he got
Mhm.
slammed, I don't know if he expected to get slammed like that, but he didn't try to protect himself, and he just fell with it. Like, it could have, that knocked him out, obviously, right? But,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying everything that Raja did was, he shouldn't have, I don't think he should have slammed him that hard, right? But knowing you just hit a man with a can, right? And knowing he was just mad. Let's think logically about this, right? If I was the psycho and I just hit a man with a can and he just got mad at me and he was just like fuming from the ears. And I'm like, this man about to knock me out. And y'all get close to each other, right? Y'all get close to each other and he's like, all right, calm him down. I'm still going to be thinking in the back of my head, he's about to get some shots in. I'm still going to be thinking that. So,
All right, but okay, but they brokered a peace backstage. I mean, maybe it should still be in the back of your head, but
John,
you shook this man's hand, man to man. You know what I mean? It's not like man to boy; it's
John,
man to man. Okay.
I don't know how old Psycho is, right? Or how long he been doing this, but I imagine a long fucking time. So if
Okay.
you've been doing this fucking long, and you know that, and I don't know if he knew who he was, and that's a good question in this. Did he even know who Raja was? I can imagine he knew who he was because he was trying to get some attention when he hit him in the head, and he knew the cameras was going and they were rolling.
Right. Right. That's why he thought they were sort of working too, because he said his wrestlers were always working. He said I saw the camera and like maybe he thought it was a build. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Stu's head. I know not much was going on in Raja's head, but yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna end it with this, bro. The fact that they told him to lay the shots in and we will pull you off after like one or two, and they did not do that, and they did not obey by that, and they have that on camera, them saying that what would probably save him from going to jail. That's the only thing that I can think of, or would lessen the time. Maybe, listen, should he get a probation? Yeah, he should probably get something
Okay.
like that.
So let me ask you: should Raja go to jail?
Based off all the information that is gathered, no.
Okay, so we agree.
I think he should probably get probation for like a year or something. It's a year or two. He needs something. He needs something to like, cause that was crazy. Like, we need to make sure you're not doing this again. Send him somewhere or something. You need to get it. It's something mental going on there. It's definitely something mental going on there to do that.
All right. So you kind of going down a rabbit hole. You want me to go with you?
Sure, fuck it.
I'll go.
I opened it up.
All right. I mean, because you said that he shouldn't go to jail, but you're also saying that there should be a mandatory obligation that he pays. But if you say he doesn't go to jail, that means you've exonerated him from this crime. You're saying there's no crime when you do that. So should he go
If
to
he's
jail?
okay, if he does go to jail,
Okay.
the people that said we're gonna pull you off, send their ass to jail too.
No. No, you can no.
Look,
No.
bro.
I'll say this.
If all the
Let me say like
information
this.
gathered, bro, I don't think.
Mhm.
I don't think because like why would you say that to that man? Like okay, if I say John, go hit that man, and we the wrestling match, right? Go hit that man, and we know what wrestling is, right?
Mhm.
You lay some shots into that man, and I'm gonna pull you off, and I never pull you off. And you don't know about the
He's like,
business. You don't know about wrestling. You don't know, so
right.
you just going in on him,
That's why I
right?
said the communication was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible, bro. So that might get him, but and all in total, he should probably go to jail. But I was thinking,
Let,
like
let me say it
10.
like this, Qui-Gon. Oh, Lord. Finish that thought? 10 what?
Yeah, I was thinking that at first, but now I'm thinking about. That's why I didn't say go to jail, right? Because that's what he. That's what he almost killed him. So that's almost automatically 10. So, but when you put everything in total towards it, 1 or 2 years. Like I don't
Yeah.
think it should be like life. He should get out when he's like 27. It shouldn't be nothing like.
Let me say it like this, QG. Let me say it like this. I believe that he should go before a jury. He should be found guilty. And I think he should do 30 days and then do what you said, the mandatory, like, community service, mandatory mental health counseling. Because I remember the football player, and I hate to throw somebody's name up like this because this situation might be totally behind him. But
Yeah.
Dante Stallworth was a notable receiver. He killed somebody. He drunk driving. He killed somebody. All right. There's no question about it. Shout out to Dante Stallworth because I'm sure you ready to move on with your life. I'm just saying that in correlation with this story, all right, QG. I'm okay. I think he did 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then he had to do like a sort of a probationary period. I think something like that should happen with Raja. I just don't think he should be tried for attempted murder because he will lose, and I don't want him to go to prison. I say maybe jail time for 30 days. You kind of known people going to test you in jail. And then when you get out, that's where the real rehabilitation takes place, Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Not in jail, but with the mandatory.
I want to say this,
sentence.
bro, to end it, bro, because people might listen to my take and be like, "Oh, he's not supposed to go to jail." Bro, if he did really do that, so I believe in if you're gonna make mistakes, it's consequences to those mistakes,
Agreed.
and that's how I'm gonna end it, dog. All right,
Gotcha.
got John Bapp below. You see his channel right there. Just go to his channel right there. Blackout Bap, and Blackout QG, the only QG, the Great Expansion, John Bap 426, and we will see
Holla
you
at me.
on the next video.